Wow, how many takes does it take to do a video? Apparently 10! So this week's theme is the Doctor Who tag, and I have my questions from Charlie McDonald, and I'm going to try to get through this in less than 15 minutes. Yeah, when it comes to Doctor Who, I really ramble. Question 1, who is my favorite Doctor? Hello, David Tennant. I love how when he's serious, I could really feel his age and his life experience. And when he's funny, I'm just laughing and really practically rolling on the floor laughing sometimes. He just is very rounded and totally hot. And definitely the Doctor I love the most. I feel like his writing wasn't as good as the writing for Matt Smith's Doctor. I really loved the plot lines in Matt Smith's series, but as far as the actor himself, I really loved Tennant. But, I mean, Matt Smith is a close second. I mean, bow ties are cool, you know. It's just, he's not quite as close to my heart as David Tennant is. Okay, favorite companion. For a long time, it was the Dr. Donna because of how much they made me laugh. I just love the way they play off each other. I felt like Donna's character grew a lot. She went from this, like, temp person who wasn't going anywhere in life to this super amazing woman, and she's got the coolest grandpa in the world, who is awesome. So yeah, it was her for a long time. Rewatching the series, I'm finding that the 10th Doctor and Rose, I've yet to find an episode with the two of them that I don't like. And so that was a really nice combination. But my favorite companion is Rory. He's hot, he's nerdy, he is probably the most romantic guy ever. I mean, how many guys are gonna sit there and guard a box for thousands of years to protect your wife-to-be? I mean, he obviously loved her like no other, and I can't wait to get to see Rory when I'm rewatching the series, and I'm currently in, like, season 2, so it's gonna be a little bit before I get to Rory again, but I'll enjoy Tennant in the meantime. Okay, what was your first episode? This is something I have Elizabeth to thank for, and it's also part of the reason why it took me so long to watch Doctor Who again afterwards, because it's one of the most wibbly-wobbly, timey-wimey episodes of Doctor Who there is, and not a good episode for your first episode. It's definitely not a standalone episode. It was a series finale, and yeah, it is not the best to watch first. Doctor's stuck in the Pandorica. Amy might be dead and Rory's a ronin with the gun inside his hand. Seems like things aren't going as planned. River's in the TARDIS is on fire. She's feeling the heat on repeat. She'll require someone she can trust, someone with a bow tie, but she's been locked up and left to die. Oh my god, what will they do? It seems impossible to get through. My mind is blown, I bet yours too. Well, I guess this is Doctor Who. Rory's surprised, distressed, and he starts to sob when the Doctor appears with a mop. Get me out of the Pandorica, but you're not in the Pandorica. Yes, I am. Well, yes, I was. It's complicated, but I can't explain it now because then he disappears into a hazy fuzz. That man, I can't explain why he does the things he does. Oh my god, don't have a clue. These paradoxes are hard to construe. My mind is blown, and I bet yours too. Well, I guess this is Doctor Who. It's the Big Bang 2, and I need to review what on earth just happened before my eyes. Time is gone askew, the universe has too. I'll try to explain to you the Big Bang 2. Big Bang 2. Doctor doctor from River's Vortex manipulator, which used to meet Rory 2,000 years later. When they find me after her sleep in the box, they realize the sun is really the exploding TARDIS. Doctor saves the river from the next star. Yeah. Anyways, so that was my first episode of Doctor Who. It was The Big Bang 2, and it was quite a while later before I decided to finally actually watch the rest of the series, because it was so confusing. I was like, if this is what Doctor Who is, I don't want to watch it. But once I had actually watched everything in order, I do enjoy this episode. It's just not a good one-off episode and not a good first episode. Okay, what was your favorite series? I'm currently on series 2, episode 10. I find that I'm really loving the 10th Doctor and Rose together. I'm loving their dynamics. In the 10 episodes, it was only the last 2 that I watched that were kind of iffy on how much I liked them, the ones with the Satan Pit and everything. But overall, it's just, I've loved every single episode that I've been watching, and I haven't wanted to turn it off. But thinking back over the entire series and thinking of what I loved the most, I have to say that the second series that Matt Smith was in, so I'm guessing that would be I want to say series 7? I'm not positive. Anyways, I love the writing on that. With the silence and River's whole backstory and just the way that they wove that through the whole season. I love the writing on it, and I think that's probably my favorite to watch overall. But it doesn't have Tennant, so that would be the only minus. And my favorite villain or monster is the Weeping Angels. They just creep me out, and I love the fact that even though they're super creepy and I can never look at angel statues the same way again, they also don't kill you. They actually just send you back in time, and you still get to live your life out. You just don't get to live the life that you would have lived. So yeah, I think the Weeping Angels are my favorite. For the most part, when I was trying to think of that question, all I could really think of was all the classic companions and villains and stuff. I couldn't think of anything that wasn't reoccurring when I was trying to think of the monsters. I'm sure when I rewatch the series, I'll find some monsters that I kind of enjoyed, but the Weeping Angels are always the first ones in my mind. Anyways, so hopefully that didn't run as long as the last several takes did. I kept making mistakes and rambling forever. Anyways, I love you girls. It's been nice seeing you, and I'm super excited that we're doing this channel. It's really helping with my socialization and my depression, and I just want to say thank you to all of you for posting and doing this with me, because it's been super lonely being stuck at home, and there's not really anything or anyone to hang out with in Lake County to make up for that. So I appreciate it, and if any of you want to try and set up a Skype, maybe play a board game via Skype somehow, on a day that we all have in common that we're free, I would like to do that. Anyways, I love you girls. Bye.